What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time media seller. Today, as you can see, we are going to cover a box of CDs. These are the boxes I have been using since day one. Lowe's, 16 by 12 by 12. You can fit about 180 CDs inside of one of these. So I figured I'm going to show you guys what we got going on with my Scoutly screen, and then we're actually going to list them and see how profitable one box of CDs are. Context, all into these CDs for right around $250. So if there's 180 CDs, we're looking at basically $1.50 a piece. Have that in your mind when you're seeing this pop up on the screen. If you're interested in making the $12 million we're going to off this box of CDs, like myself, join the YouTube channel. We got weekly calls, private Discord, go-to-lister, member discount as well. You can't beat it. We're the best media selling group in all of the internet, in all of the world. I take pride in that. Without further ado, I figured I'd stand up here so I can show you guys kind of close up exactly what we got going on. Where did we get these from? These are only three sources: library, record shop, and a greedy will, believe it or not. We actually lucked out and got a bunch of old school hip hop from the Goodwill. And you know, you guys will see, this is stuff if you see, you probably would say, hey, that's profitable, so let me buy it. But some of it, you probably be like, that's actually profitable? You gotta scan. I spent hours scanning this stuff, right? It's not just I walk in and cherry pick things. So let's get rocking and rolling here. Got my phone set up. Whenever you see the parental advisory, right, you know that's gonna be good. We got Gangsta, hard to earn. Remember, $1.50-ish into each of these. This says review. Let's see what's going on. 11.10 profit. Young Jock. That's what they used to call me back in the days. Not really. 4.29. Nearly God. No used FBA, so this will probably be close to the $14 mark. 5.45. And like I said, I'm just showing you guys this now. Then we'll actually, I'll list everything and then I'll go through and price everything so you guys will actually see how much in profit we're going to make at the end of this. So I guess this screen really doesn't matter. I guess I should just kind of show you, right? Freeway, Philadelphia Freeway. Sheesh, 12.80. Cameron. Listen, some of you guys are gonna know some of these songs, right? Even if you're not big into like old school hip hop, and this really even isn't that old school. We're talking like early 2000s, even, you know, around 2010. Massive Attack, Mezzanine. More Cameron. Lloyd Banks, member of G Unit, 738. Probably like, who is G Unit? Sean Price. This will be closer to like $15 profit. I already did those. All right. More Cameron. Someone donated like every Cameron CD this guy ever made, I guess. Rick Ross. It's thinking what it wants to do. It's spinning. The amazing Scoutly app is just spinning. We'll never know. Sorry, Rick Ross. Slaughterhouse. Like, what's going on here? Like, things never work when you need them to work, right? You're just like, hello. There we go. 1840 for Slaughterhouse profit. Let's see if they want to deal with. All right, Rick Ross, 565. We're into $1.50 for these, right? So, not crazy profit. Didn't even see that I got this Lupe Fiasco. The Cool, this is probably his most popular CD. Those who don't know, I used to skateboard. Debs probably going to try not to laugh out loud over there. I used to skateboard down in the city, and Lupe was like, you know, Lupe was the shit back then. That's a good CD. Luda. This is Deb's big into Ludacris, right? What do we got? We got Stand Up, you know, she knows that one. I think that's, it's not on this one. How Low Can You Go is like her old school jam back in the day. She be hitting them clubs. 213 the hard way. Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, and Warren G. Sheesh. It's probably got some banging songs on it. Big Daddy Kane, 624. Beanie Siegel. More Cameron. More Memphis Bleak. This was all out, sitting at one Goodwill. Some other reseller came over, some eBay dingo. A dingo ate my baby. That was, he grabbed all the CDs, right? And like ran off and got his cart, and then he's putting them back. And I'm just scanning them, and it's like green, 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 green. Selling barcode on media is a dead business. All right. We got these kind of divided here. I'm trying to see where I want to go next. I don't know where the... Haha. Down at the disco, libraries actually have little areas where you can buy things. One of the libraries I work with has one of these areas, and I stopped in, and we're talking like Queen. We got the old school rock, the hip hop. I mean, this is what reselling dreams are made of. Star Wars trilogy here. Fast mover. Looks like it's kind of going down in price at $9.99, but I think you probably can get 12 bucks out of this, and it's Star Worms, right? You can never go wrong. No used FBA. You guys will see how I priced that one. Now we just get into the Queen, right? Like, this is the old stuff. I don't even like, the covers are super dope. Big Queen fans, but a lot of this stuff I couldn't. This is before my time. One of the greatest bands ever. I just don't know these CDs, right? So that was Queen. That's all it's titled, right? News of the World by Queen. $9.80 profit. Sheer Heart Attack. $14.70. A Kind of Magic. This will probably be closer. This will be more than this. You'll see how we price it. $5. Made in Heaven. $5. Innuendo. These are all Queen too. We're just sticking with Queen here. $7. This one is not Queen. This is 1994. Please Stand By. Anastasia's Moonglow. Back to Queen. Hot Space. The Miracle. Come on. Not Found. A Night at the Opera. All right, now we're jumping over to whatever we got going on. Iron Maiden. No used FBA. Number of the Beast. Threat Signal. No used FBA. Kitty. It's a pretty good one. Kitty. What's this called? Can't even. This is such a bad font. Until the End. John Cleary's Acapella. Country Legends, Alabama. Shooter Jennings, Electric Road. George Lloyd. Joe Satriani. Toby Keith. What do we got here? Beyond Hell, Above Heaven. All right. Moving right along, let's go with this stack. This was a cover scan, Parliament. It's got the BMG label. Unfortunately, no scanning apps can scan this properly. So you see something like this, right? It's probably a cover scan. You see that? It's definitely worth the 3 seconds of your life. Santana. Santana, hello? Scoutley, hello? Hello? Oh, I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to call Scoutley and see what the heck's going on. Slackers. We're moving on. Maybe. That's what I mean, right? We pay money for software that doesn't work properly. It drives me nuts. Just gonna sit there and keep spinning. There we go. Symphonic music of yes, and then let's get Santana again. $9.59. East Side Story. This one right here. Whoever's this $10 offer on this East Side Story, losing money, no idea what they're doing. First, you're the only FBA offer. Why are you at $10? Second, why are you at $10? You would make an extra 50 cents if you went down to $9.99. If this is you, you need to join the channel immediately so I can start making you money. Billboard's top rock and roll hits. Lords of Dogtown. Souls at Zero. Joe Perry. Drugstore. This is a pretty cool case too. It's like blue. All right, we're moving right along here. Conway Twitty. It's a pretty cool name. Johnny Rodriguez. Axis Monday? I have no idea. Giveaway, little cardboard sleeves. Always good. Gerald Albright. This is Bermuda Nights. Yes, by the Ladder. Third Party Alive. The Verve. Bittersweet Symphony. It's like one of the more popular songs of, I don't know, like the grunge rock era. Bittersweet Symphony. You guys hear it in like every store you've ever been in. The Eccentrics. Leonard Skinnard. Everybody knows Leonard Skinnard. Jimi Hendrix. Stained. Tremonti, All I Was. Metallica, Ride the Lightning. I mean, the cassette, you find the cassette of this, you're looking at like a $50 bill. Pretty sure I've sold the cassette before as well. All right, we'll do one more stack because we'll be here all day. I want to show you guys exactly how I price this and exactly how much money we made, because that's more important than what you see on this screen, right? Like, this is potential. How much are we actually sending it in for? And I want to emphasize that I price every single item every single time. So we'll do one more stack. Acme. Mofro. It's a pretty cool name. Midnight Star. This is a weird one. It's like almost like a little booklet. No idea. Talk by Sigur Rossi? No idea. Harriet, Woman to Man. Hey, 17.99er. That's probably one of you members out there making that money, right? Just saying, getting that buy box. Now I'm on there. I'm going to destroy the listing. We're going to tank it down. DJ Crush. Descendants. Everything Sucks. Mallrats. Culture Club. And last, we got the Doobie Brothers. All right. I'm going to see you guys at the computer after everything is listed in a box, and we're going to price these individually and see exactly how much in potential profit one box of CDs is going to make us. So I'll see you guys back at the penthouse. All right, we are at GoToLister here at the computer. Listing software I've used for over a year. We got a 30-day free trial down below, and if you're a member, you get an extra special discount once you join the YouTube channel. Shameless plug. I don't care. The software is the one I've been using. It gets the job done in time like that. I don't want to be sitting around here taking forever to list stuff. That's why I use this. But here's our box, right? I showed you guys a bunch of CDs. It gives you the summary up top. We got 174 items, 171 different SKUs. So we got 3 doubles somewhere in there. Average rank, pretty solid, right? 133,000 for CDs. Sales value right now is at 5,000. Our cost, we did this correctly. $1.50 you can see here on the right. You can see my condition description as well. Same one every single time. They're all good condition unless they're brand new. Profit is estimated currently, before we go in and actually take a look and price our items accordingly, $3,176.46. We will come back up and visit this at the end of the video, but we have 174 items we need to price. So just going to go down the list. I do this for the thousands, the tens of thousands of items I send in. I am making sure they are priced individually. GoToLister has the smart pricing, but I always like to double check things and make sure I'm kind of getting the best bang for my buck. And we are off to a good start here because it's going off the buy box, which you can see here is merchant. There's no used FBA. The new buy box is $27.35. Sales rank 207,000. That's a little bit on the higher end, but considering the new one's 27, we're the only used FBA in the game. $17.99. Our profit jumps up to $7.56 from a minus 56 cents. So just going to keep on trucking here. Going off FBA 2. This is a little bit of a faster mover under 100K. Currently at 1476, 1521. I'll leave that one alone. Buy box here is $9.99. So as you can see, Toby Keith, $9.99, super low rank. We'll sell this. We'll make $262. And remember, this profit number does take into consideration the cost we put in. So $1.50 is considered at the profit number that you see here. So we'll leave that one alone. $16.99. I actually think you can get a little greedy here with there being only one FBA offer. Go up to $19.99. $10.97 here is the buy box. You don't ever want to be priced between $10 and $11. You literally make more money if you just price your item at $9.99 than you do between $10 and $10.99. So this definitely has to change. The new buy box is going to a merchant at $11.97. So that kind of worries me. So we are going to go down here to $9.99. All right, buy box is $21.23 on this one. Lots of merchants that are pretty low, but I'm just going to stick with the buy box here because we undercut the buy box by a penny through a repricer. $99.99. The good thing about GoToLister does have the built-in Keep It graph, so you kind of can see I don't pay for Keep It. In a thrifting business, you don't need it. I've never paid for Keep It, and I've been doing this for 5+ years in a thrifting business. But this does have it built in, so it is good to understand Keep It to an extent. We're definitely at nowhere near $99.99. Last time it sold, it looked like it was around like the $25 mark here. So yeah, be realistic. That's why I say you got to come in and make sure this actually makes sense. The software does what the software does. It goes off the buy box. You can't help the fact that Bozo the Clown's got the buy box at $99.99. You do get the little there are 0 FBA offers listing. Consider pricing higher. This should say you better price higher. It's going off the low plus 20%. We can see here, you can push it back further to see when it last sold. Looks like it was last listed merchant around, and it sold for under $5 plus shipping. So this is one super slow mover. There's one person at $25. Come in $17.99. We'll still make our $10 after fees and our buy cost. Buy box here, $13.58. This is a fast mover, 15K rank. We're good with that. FBA 1, not going to work here, right? The new buy box is $14.50. Nobody's ever going to pay more for used than new. Let's get down there so we can actually sell our items. We don't get paid until they sell. Who would have thought? And this is a new one, right? So we're at Amazon minus 10%. I'm fine undercutting Amazon by 10%. Another new one here, buy box is $11.36, but that is a merchant offer. There's no new FBA, so we always take advantage of those opportunities. More new here, Amazon minus 10%, leave that alone. FBA 1 here, now, just think about this. The buy box is what matters on Amazon. This person priced at $30.73 is not getting the buy box. The merchant is. You need the buy box to sell your items. Don't ever think $3 is going to make or break your business because you're hanging out and it's never going to sell. Just put it at the buy box, get the sale, move on. Another new one here, FBA 4. Let's see what we got going on. So we got a few people at $11.98. We're all the way up at $17.90. It is a holiday CD, but I do feel like, you know, we're probably out of line here. There's probably, and you can always click on the item to see, especially with the new ones, like how many do they have? Only 2 left in stock. All right, so they don't have that many, but then there's somebody else in front of us, and then there's somebody else in front of us. I think we're going to stay where we're at for the time being. We'll go down to the lower one here, FBA 3. Mall Rats, used good. Buy box is 12.26. I'm fine with that. Same here. We're going to go down to the buy box. It's only 20-cent difference, but I want to be in competition right away because when UPS scans your boxes, you have to be priced in the buy box to get the sale. Your stuff can sell once UPS scans it in when it's on its way to the fulfillment centers. Buy box here seems about right. We'll be right there with the merchants, so this should sell pretty quick. Buy box 8.35. Let's see, because this is a fast mover. This one just might be a repricing battle going wrong here. Come through, you want to click through. You always want to go to your prime used. So we got $8.35, and then it jumps up to $10.99, and then $12. Yeah, so I think we're definitely pricing. We're definitely not pricing down by these people. They have no idea what they're doing. We're going to go in at our $17.99 mark. Wait for the sale. It's a faster moving item. Shouldn't take long. FBA 2 here at $9.99. Fine by me. We got 0 offers. So 0 offers, it'll automatically price it at $300. So that's not going to work. You're going to get a high pricing error. Your item's never going to sell. You kind of can jump back and see. One point in time, buy box used to be 22 bucks, and then it was around 19 for used. So let's get realistic with this. We'll be the only player in the game. $17.99. We take our $10, move on. Buy box here is $57.74. This is also way out of line. The merchants are down at $17.83. I do think we can get more than the merchants here. I think we can get a little bit greedier than the merchants to $24.99. This will never sell $57.74. They can have the buy box in these situations. People aren't going to pay that for a used CD. No FBA offers here. We got 2 new merchants at $23.37. FBA 4, 110K. We do got to get down there and compete with the 3 lower offers. You could wait it out, but I'm a firm believer if I can get $4 today, there's no point in me waiting to get a little bit more. All right, this one's priced pretty high. Let's see what we got going on. It seems like it last sold around $20-something. These offers are just out of line. Let's go back a little bit further. We can go all the way back to a year. I mean, it does look like it consistently sells around 20. So with these offers being that high, we'll get a little bit on the greedier side, but be realistic. Don't get up here at the $50 mark. It'll never sell. FBA 2 here. Neither of these offers are getting the buy box. So we want to get the buy box. I said it earlier. It's the only way you're going to get sales. So $12.57 is the buy box. This is a kind of faster moving at 92K. So I think, I don't have physical proof, but under $20 triggers the buy box and kind of steals it from these merchants. So there's no point in going up to the $22.51. You could do $19.99 here, but play it safe. And at the end of the day, we paid $1.50. The whole reason I make any money is quantity, not so much quality. You need to sell, sell, sell. You need to be priced to sell. Here goes one. The merchants are at $8.17. You can see not really selling up there. The merchants kind of keep going down in price as well. This one I will do $19.99. We'll undercut those 3 FBA offers. Buy box here, $29.27. The new buy box is $28.98. You are never going to sell your item in that situation. Go down to $19.99. No used FBA, super fast mover, $10 bill all day long. Same thing here, no FBA. I wish there was something where we could just have it set up. If there's no FBA, it automatically populates at $17.99, because here goes another one. Low plus 20%. There's no buy box currently moving anywhere, it looks like. It's not a terribly ranked CD. We'll do $24.99. Hopefully buy box will pop up. FBA 2 here. Think that's fair. Kind of falls in line. Everything sucks. You don't want to be between. All right, we're at $10.44. You make $2.23. We go down to $9.99. Your $2.23 becomes $2.62. You actually make more money once you get under the $10 mark. That proves it. Woman to Man, $17.99. This must be a member of the channel stealing my secret sauce that I'm putting out there for everybody. So good on them. I like where they're at. They have the buy box. Not a fast mover, but they do have the buy box. So hopefully they get the sale when it comes around. New buy box here is $17.95, which means we got to go underneath the new buy box. Metallica, $24.95. We'll leave this alone. Metallica's hot. Everybody loves Metallica. New buy box is up at $30. So yeah, that's fine by me. Philadelphia Freeway at 2202. I'm fine with that. Actually, I'm going to undercut this person. Country Legends, Alabama, 6241. Definitely way out of line, as you can see from the graph here. Going down in price. Let's just take a look a little bit further back to see when it last sold again. Yeah, way out of line with this pricing. You can get a little bit greedier on these just because everybody else is out of line, but you do have to come back and manually reprice to catch some of these. Star Wars Trilogy, $9.98. Super fast mover, fine by me. FBA 4 here. Now we're going to go down. We want to be buy box right away once this gets scanned. This is fine by me. No FBA, but the new one, $16.99. They are not getting the buy box here at $17.99, so we're going to go down a little bit more. 1987 buy box, that looks good. 1442, 1451. It's only $1.50 discount, not the fastest mover. Drop it a little bit more. I'm gonna raise this one up. No FBA offers. The new buy box is 2455, but this is a slower mover. 1988. Fine by me. FBA 2 here, 1991. This is a little bit of a weird one because the buy box is going to 1151. I'm going to land between both of them. 892. They don't know what they're doing, unfortunately. I'm going to come up a little bit from them. Low plus 20% here. You just take a look. This thing does not sell for this much. And that's what I try to get through people's heads is what you see when you scan or when you list is not always what you're going to get. And you can let the software do it for you, but if your stuff doesn't sell, you never get no money at the end of the day. And then there's no point in even hanging on to a business where you're not making money, right? Like you have to have a realistic price that somebody's willing to pay for these items. You have to sell the items to get paid. This is just imaginary. Actually, this all cost me money to be sitting here. Everything that doesn't sell costs you money because you paid for the item or you spent time on it. So there's a monetary or a time cost to every single item. All right, 29, we're gonna go down here, 1999. So you guys kind of understand where I'm at here, but I do want to go through just so we can get the final total profit number on that single box and how much we paid. And it's super efficient how you can just hover over the price. Everything pops up for you to see. And I remember when this software first came out, it didn't have this. And I remember reaching out to Avery, the founder of it, and I said, dude, this thing sucks. Like, we got to get it together. I got to be able to see what other people are pricing at. So it's the benefit of, you know, I don't know, being somebody in the space, influencer in the space is I shoot straight with people. And I straight up told them, like, hey, here's what we need as booksellers. So that's why for me, I'll use a software. If it works, great. I got no problem promoting a software that I use, that I actually get results with. And if I have a problem or a suggestion, I can just be like, yo, here's what we need. Here's what we need in the community. That's the big benefit of it, I guess. And everybody's been watching my channel to know that I don't promote things that I know suck or promote things that I don't use, because that's just shady business, right? Anybody can just give you money to promote something. But if it's something I use and it makes sense, sure, I got no problem promoting software that actually works, that actually, I don't know, people are invested in the results, the outcome of the software. And for me, time is my biggest thing. You guys know I don't want to eat, sleep, breathe, smell like books and CDs in this case. I want to get done work as quick as I can, so I can go lay and watch Unsolved Mysteries all night long. And this is already boxed up, right? So you can come back huge benefit. You don't have to do everything today. I labeled all this stuff yesterday, boxed up, box sealed, boxes weighted. You just come back and finish the pricing process and get it out the door. So that's another benefit I like about it, is you don't have to do everything that day, right then and there. You can come back and kind of clean it up. Although it's not the best way to use your time. Most people aren't good in that type of manner, but for us YouTubers, all us YouTubers out there, it's great. We can come back and do it when we want. Super high rank here on this one. I think I'm going to go down here and actually undercut a little bit more. I need stuff to sell to get paid. I got 4 fat cats I need to feed. So I need things to sell, right? Like, this is way out of line. $36.74 when the merchants are, you got how many merchants under, $10, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense. We got 6 merchants under $10. We're trying to get $30 out of something. It'll just sit there, and then you'll be like, I'm not making any money. And I'm like, well, when's the last time you went and manually repriced? Are you pricing every item individually? There's so many different things that go into this other than just, and here goes one, right? Under 5K rank, we got 2 offers at $14.79. This thing's selling all the time. This is where you get greedy, right? The merchants are at 9. There's only 2 FBA. The new buy box is 53. So you pick your spots. You get greedy here. You give a little bit there. At the end, it all works out. New offer, right? We're at $22.44. New $16.77. So that's not going to work. We need to bring that down. Use good. A little bit of queen here. We're going to go down to the buy box. Ain't going to mess around with that. Buy box is at $13.55. This is a 113K rank. I don't want to be third. I'll be fine competing at the second spot. This is FBA 2. This is a faster moving one. I think you can get greedier here too as well. And doesn't seem like a lot, right? I mean, a lot of $2, $3 changes, but I promise you that it adds up. This is 170 CDs in one, box. So like the $3, the $2, it adds up over time. And it doesn't take long. Once you get this down, right? We got 3 acceptables here. That's why nobody's getting the buy box. You need to be at least good condition. So we get greedy here. We'll get the buy box over the acceptable offers. And hey, it is what it is. This one does seem like it sells for around $27. So we'll go down to $24.99 on this. Buy box is $14.65. Good with that. 10-17, 10 and 11 rule. We don't want to mess around with that. This is a little bit of a faster mover, so I'm going to go for the $20 bill there. Buy box is good. No FBA here. And a lot of this is just sourcing knowledge, right? Like, you see when you're scanning that there's no FBA, you take advantage of it. FBA 2 is actually FBA 1. I'm fine with that. See, like, we need to go down a little bit on this one. FBA 4. Okay, this is acceptable. Perfect example of the smart pricing working perfectly, in my opinion. $12.73. This is a 3K rank CD. This thing sells all the time. We can wait in line. I'm A-okay waiting in line to get an extra $5 out of this CD because it is consistently selling. FBA 1 here. $10 automatically notifies me they don't know how to price their items. We're never going to be there, so let them sell. 51K rank. No used FBA here. Decent mover. $17.99. No FBA offers at all. Someone's new. $23.87. So we will come in at $19.99. Buy box $12.88, but the new price is $12.98. That is not going to cut it. We'll do $11.49. $13.28 also is not going to cut it. No one's going to buy a used one to save a nickel. I mean, nobody watching this would go buy something used to save a nickel, right? You just buy the new one and pay the extra nickel. All right, the new offers are $19.26, so we're going to go down here $17.99. FBA 2, $11.43. I'm fine with that. $14.08 buy box, but the new buy box is $13.94, so that's not going to cut it. No used FBA. New is $29. We'll do $17.99. I honestly think this is the main reason I built this business to what it is, and the main reason I don't struggle as much as some others with cash flow is that I understand the data and the software and how much people are going to pay for things, right? And not just letting the software price it for you. Sure, it helps you, gives you, it's a great guideline, but we have to be realistic in what we're selling, how often it's selling, what sense does it make, and why we should price our items a certain way. And we're getting these things for $1, $2. There's nothing else in the world where you can just go spend $100 and get a, 100% ROI return, right? This is the only business model that exists where that's even feasible. Buy box, we're good with that. We're good with that as well. FBA 1 is $13, but it's acceptable. So the buy box is going to the merchant here. We're going to go up a little bit. Low new, $11.15. We're at $284 profit. What if we drop with the $9.99? We go to $262. I'm fine with that. This will sell immediately. It's Outcast CD ranked 4,000. Quantity of 2 here. Buy box is out of line. So we're definitely going to drop this down. We'll go to $19.99. $14.44, $2.50 difference. I'm A-okay with that. $14.10 is the buy box. I'm fine with that. FBA 1, no, you're not getting the buy box, but this is a faster mover. Go $19.99 on you. FBA 2, $16.48. That's actually the buy box as well. $19.13 buy box. It's the merchant. This is a super slow mover. I'm going to go $17.99. $17.31 buy box. Good by me. $17.97. That looks good. $24.30. No, we need to get down there. We need stuff to sell. We got 2 of these. $13.72. This is a faster moving item. Buy box is $24.97. $13.72. We'll leave it there. Not enough discount here for this slow mover. Let's get down some. Go to $18.99. $27.06. This is a faster mover, but it's not. I don't think it's going to command that high of a price here. So I'm going to go $19.99. And listen, if you want to play the game where you wait it out, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to realize I got 5,000 units sitting there at $1.50 a piece. That's $7,500 doing me absolutely nothing at Amazon's warehouse. So you gotta, you gotta value your money, and you don't get paid until it sells. So you might be like, oh my God, you're lowering the price of so much. Well, if it doesn't sell at the higher price, then eventually it's got to come down, right? Eventually you're going to have to lower the price on these things. And the more you do this, the more batches you send in with GoToLister, the better at pricing you're going to be, right? Like I can make a tutorial, but until you actually have the screen in front of you and you're pricing your own items, then you'll start to get the hang of it, like what makes sense. And then you see the results when items are selling quicker, once they're getting scanned at UPS. No offers here ever, or currently at least. So let's see. It used to be at $10, but this is a must have recently sold because it's a pretty fast mover. But $20 here is the highest. But I think, look, I got a little greedy for you. $24.99 for that one. FBA 2, way out of line here. Let's go down. I don't want to be down at the bottom, but I don't want to be up top there because little shop of horrors. Super hot right now, considering, I mean, it won't get there in time for Halloween, but it's got a cult following. Ultimate Sin, low new. It's tough. I'm going to go $17.99. $23.99 FBA 3. Nah, I don't like that. I want to be buy box eligible right away, not hanging on for $1 or extra too. All right, this one we actually can price up, it looks like. You don't got to be down here with these bottom feeders. We'll go up to $29.99. That's the only FBA offer. Low plus 20%, $59.59. Seems like a good number. But if we look at how much it's sold for in the past, it is a little bit out of line. It does sell. Go down to $39.99. No used FBA here. Get an extra $1 and some change out of this one. FBA 2, but the new is at $14.95, so we can't be at $15. We got to go down here. We want to be in the buy box on this one. New buy box is $199. We're going to be rich. No. I'm going to throw this up at $29.99. Definitely not 10-cent discount. No one's going to buy it for a 10-cent discount. This one's not bad. I'm going to get a little bit greedy on this one since there's only 2 other used FBA and the new is 30 bucks. $14.89. Yeah, I'm fine with that. $14.12, fine with that. FBA 2, no. I want to go down, be a buy box. $23.35 on this one. That's a-okay. Buy box $53.12. This is actually a pretty good one. So I think we're going to leave this here. Let's see. Yeah, it really doesn't sell for much. I mean, the buy box is definitely inflated on this one, so I'm going to bring it down some. $39.70 on this one. Yet again, you guys see the prices here over the last 90 days. I think this one's out of line too. $9.95 buy box. This thing's it's Jimmy Buffett, so this thing's a fast mover. Jimmy Buffett always sells. The supply can't keep up with the demand. Jimmy Buffett, Taylor Swift always raise the prices on those. No used FBA here. $11.99 buy box, fine with that. $16.53, good with that. FBA 2, $89.99. Definitely out of line with the prices. So let's get a little bit realistic here. We'll come down some on that one. FBA low, $14. This is a fast mover. We're up in this one for sure. $13.40. I think we can get a little bit greedier on this one too. Chicago 18, fine with that. FBA 4, drop that to the buy box. That's buy box. FBA 3, nobody's getting the buy box here but the merchant, so let's try to change that. Manually enter your price. This thing doesn't go for much. It's not the fastest mover, but being the only person, we'll probably get the sale. Buy box here is $12.99. The question is it merchant or not? It's not the fastest mover. We'll let it be. FBA 3 on this one. This is a little bit of a faster mover, so I think we can get $22.99 out of that one. FBA 3, $13.97. Yeah, you don't want to go down to $9.99 on that one. Buy box $7.41. New is $12.95. We can do $11.49. Buy box $7.48. That's because there's no use, so let's do $12.49. Not plus. This is a faster mover, $19.99. I'm fine with that. $7.87, not gonna cut it. Live from Madison Square Garden. No, this seems to be like a 30. We'll do $34.99. It's about a $30 CD from the chart. Want to be down at the buy box. FBA 2 on this one. No, they're both acceptable offers. We're not worried about them. $12.38. That's good enough for me. Buy box $7.88. No, we want to come up. No offers at all on this. Last listed for $11. $17.99. Way out of line here. No one's getting the buy box. No one wants to come back and manually reprice, so we'll leave that one alone. That's a fast mover. New price $13.26. Good with that. Fine with that one. $11. That's fine. Actually, we'll just drop this to $9.99. No point being at 11. $9.95 on this one as well. Toby Keith, get greedy. $12.94, the last one. We're going back up top. 30 minutes of pricing with GoToLister. Our buy cost was $261. Our profit after our buy cost is $1,526.39. Imagine one box of CDs a week. You're looking at an extra 75 grand a year in potential profit from one box of CDs a week. That's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more used CD videos. Bye-bye.